be silent. Some of you guys think that you're supposed to keep talking all the time. No, you don't. No. Like, you talk your way out the pussy talking too much. Sometimes you gotta just shut up. Shut the fuck up, man. Just let her talk. Let her think of something. Because I've been around women where, and I was feeling like I feel like I was like boring or something like that, or I'm sitting there thinking of what to say. I'm thinking,
What's up, y'all, man? This is very, very dangerous. I don't really want y'all to be psychological and manipulative to a woman. You should always be natural. But in my experience, I've had women obsessed over me, and I can honestly tell you it comes down to the height, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you carry yourself. All those have to be in line. You have to have a great spirit about yourself. You can't just be bland. Me, in my personal experience, I'm 6'5". You know, I always dress up. I don't wear like designer stuff. Like, I know in my last video, I mentioned something about looking cute. I mean, I don't try to look cute. I just try to look like decent with like simple stuff like this. This ain't no name brand. Got this, you know, this is something simple, but I just look good in my clothes. I've heard compliments like I look like I dress like a baby. That's what I heard. So whatever you want to do with that, but it really just come down to having a spirit, have a sense of humor, smelling good, you know, standing tall for yourself, being energetic. And me being like a playful and stuff like that, and just having a sense of humor and trying to be funny and being active. My body language is on point. I had a girl I used to date for like 10 years. She was obsessed with me because at the time I was in dance class and stuff like that. I always had stuff going on for myself. People knew me for a dancer and stuff like that, and it was always something to look forward to with me. You know, I had people that she can be introduced to. So, you know, she met me and also my dance family, my real family, and stuff like that. And she likes the people that know me and that I was around and stuff like that. When they like you, and they like your but when they like your people too and all that, they funny and they cool. They, you know, they got their own little life story and they crazy or they talkative, funny. She can like you even more just by your family being cool people. You know what I'm saying? She might think, I don't want to lose this guy. I actually like going over his family's house with him and having a good time because they're funny. It's Uncle Funny. Plus, you know, I take care of my skin and all that stuff. Like, all this stuff plays into it. Now, for some of you guys who don't know how, and you might not be 6'5", but you don't have to be 6'5". It's okay. It's cool. Trust me. You don't have to be 6'5". You don't have to be rich either. But for some of you guys who never had a woman obsessed with you, I got some tactics for y'all. But I really don't recommend, you know, using it. But for the sake of the video and stuff like that, I will give out pointers and stuff like that. I have a list I made for you guys. I actually took my time to write it down. Everything I did naturally as a person, whether it's playing around, serious. I've been manipulated myself before, so it's not like I ain't learned it through women and stuff like that, manipulating me, lying to me, you know, using me, cheating. I feel like I've been cheated on before. I feel like it, but I never caught a woman, but I just feel like it, you know, because I wasn't always around and I couldn't be. But I've always been like, you know, in relationships and stuff like that. But I've dealt with manipulative women, toxic women and all that. But I got a list right here. Wrote it all down for you guys. For those of you guys that don't know how to get a woman obsessed with you, I would say, first off, your mental game has to be on point, meaning you have to know how to carry a conversation even when she do not know what to say. You have to carry the conversation. She might just want to be in your vibe and stuff like that, so you just gotta know how to talk to her. You know, telling a story, create something with shock value, like movies do. You know what I'm saying? Say you've been going to church and you know the pastor and you got 4 kids. You come to find out you got the homeless lady outside pregnant. You know, you tell a woman, I don't tell a woman that story, but I'm saying like add shock value to something because women want to hear that. You know, they want to hear something like a twist to something like that. It's the only like I ain't saying be a liar, but I mean, women do lie a lot. So I guess lying ain't that bad, is it? You know, and number two, enter her spirit. You gotta enter her spirit. That's why it's important for you to let her talk or get her to talk more, so you can soak in all this valuable information about her, what she like, what she don't like, what, you know, her pet peeves, and most important, pay attention to how she said. Do she say it with enthusiasm, excitement? Do her eyes flare up and body language flare up? Pay attention to that, because that lets you know how serious it is with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So say she was a girl who dealt with drug dealers and stuff like that, and they had guns and they was abusive, and she been moving from house to house and never really had nowhere to settle down. You know, you want to say something that's relatable to her, so she can feel like, man, that's my other half. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde with him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta relate to her, or you might just be, she might just accept you as a beta male. You gotta relate to her. You know, like women like if she toxic, she might like a toxic type of guy. Or if she go to church, she might like a church type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So if she do go to church, recite some Bible scriptures here and there. Don't overdo it though, because you know that stuff get corny. But have variety and stuff like that. Being spontaneous. Act if something sounds really cool to do out the blue while y'all all already doing something already. Make it seem random. Like if y'all on a date and stuff like that. Well, before the date, just y'all happen to walk outside and y'all walk across a restaurant. Say, oh, this restaurant looks good. I never tried it before. Let's try it real quick. And then just suddenly rush in there real quick. And then come on, let's go. Eat, have a good time, and then don't tell her the next date. Just act like stuff happened randomly. You know what I'm saying? It's like this creates like a spontaneous feeling and a joyful, you know, wild, young and wild. We just doing whatever we want to do. You know, take her on a journey and stuff like that. Make sure you have some money, of course. And another thing is slightly offend her in a joking way. Now, be very cautious when you're trying to offend somebody, because you can't offend anybody. You gotta know your person, know who you're dealing with, because some people don't handle it well. But you gotta be that dude, though. You can't just say it out the blue thinking you that dude when you really not. You gotta know she's really into you. She's hooked. She really fuck with you tough. And then everything on point, your personality, your hygiene, your dressing. You really that dude. Like, you out here doing something with your life. You ain't just a worthless piece of, you know what I'm saying? But you wanna, you know, you can say something like, what, you wear Skechers? My granny wear those. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just playing with her, making her laugh. You know, you wanna use like push and pull jokes too. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say stuff like that, but you know, I was an asshole growing up. You know, like women knew I like to joke around and stuff like that. But like, you know, she can be standing there in front of you. You can look at her and be like, "Oh my God, that is so cute. Where'd you find that?" Or you can say, "Oh my God, that's so cute. Like, wow." And then look at her in her eyes. She say, "What? That billboard behind you." You know what I'm saying? keep her on the fence a little bit, but then put her back, like, nah, you cute though. You know, that sign is nice, but you look way cuter though. You know, like play with her mind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just be spontaneous with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, speak about life and boost her self-esteem with like small validations about her vibe. Tell her how you know how much it is of a vibe to kick it with her and be with her. Like, she really like dope. Like, compliment her sometimes. Her vibe, her personality. Like, man, you really is cool though. You know what I'm saying? The next thing, be silent. Some of you guys think that you're supposed to keep talking all the time. No, you don't. No. Like, you talking way out the pussy, talking too much. Sometimes you gotta just shut up. Shut the fuck up, man. Just let her talk. Let her think of something, because I've been around women where I feel like I was like boring or something like that, or I'm sitting there thinking what to say. I'm thinking like, and the whole time I'm thinking, I'm not showing it on my face, but she just come out the blue and say something out of her own mind, which lets me know everything's all good. But that's cool though, because when she tell you something out of her mind, that's something she want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So And when she tell you something, no matter if you ain't been through that or not, be relatable. You know, encourage her to talk more about it. You know, man, like I said, I hate to lie, but sometimes you just lie a little lie, a little unharmful lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't be evil, but you know what I'm saying? You want her though, but just, you know, add to the story a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it going. You got to be relatable. Keep her, encourage her to keep talking more. Another thing, speak to random people like you know them in front of her. Get them laughing. Show spurts of excitement and laughter with people. Make her feel lame in comparison through actions, never words. Don't ever tell a woman she lame. Don't ever disrespect her like that. Like, by you being out in the public and stuff like that, and you talking to people like you know them and stuff like that, and y'all laughing and having excitement, she might feel lame in comparison. You know what I'm saying? Because people can control their self-esteem at times. But you know, just do it. Just if you see like some people out by, you know, the store or Walmart, just strike up a conversation. Like, oh yeah, about them Cowboys last night. Yeah, you watched the game? You know, if they was wearing like cowboy gear or something like that, you know, stuff like that, and or just something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just strike up random conversation, and cause she'll see you as a alpha male and somebody who's very social. So that adds to it. Like, he's talkative. He's a good vibes to people. So that make her feel good when she around you. And she might feel lame because she ain't the one talking to nobody, and she ain't the one, oh, she's being too quiet. But then that's when she might put her arm around you and stuff like that, or, you know, just want to be in your vibe all the time. Protect her and have her back. That's another thing. Protect her and have her back, man. Like, it might come to a situation where you got to defend her, have her back. You might have to put somebody in their place. Maybe not physical, but verbally, you might have to put somebody in their place. And don't back down on that. Do not. You gotta handle that situation, man. When the time comes, don't do that. Because if you don't do anything when, say, like a guy cut her off in line and stuff like that, and you know, just say, hey, man, we was there first or something like that. Just stand up for her. Show her that you'll stand up for her. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel like you care about her. So you always want to defend her every time. And last but not least, have a big dick. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, if a woman want to get married to you, she want to know what your dick size is like, at least. She want to know what she gonna be tied down with, at least. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a medium, know how to work it, at least, and work your mouthpiece when it comes down to going downtown. When you go down under, you gotta know how to work that mouthpiece, know where that clitoris know where that clitoris is, and really lick that thing and suck on it and do what you gotta do, all that, like make love to it. If your shaft ain't big enough, like I said, it don't have to be huge, but at least it's something down there. And if you can't, if you go have a medium, learn. You can do the other things I mentioned, you know, and use your mouthpiece to really make her come. You gotta make her come, but she gotta feel like you that dude. Like when she around you, she just get that tingling feeling. Like, man, this guy is just amazing. He's like everything I ever wanted. Like, man, I just can't. I don't want to be without him, because without him I'm bored. I don't know what to do with myself. He's all I think about, because you did all these things I mentioned. It will work. It's manipulative, yes, but I don't consider, I wouldn't want y'all to be just doing this just to harm people, man. It's better to just fall in love naturally and get a woman obsessed with you over, like, being natural, being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff it's evil. It's very evil, man. But, you know, I'm just giving y'all experience from me dating and stuff like that. I never like manipulated a person to like me. I'm just naturally myself around women, and they like that, and I appreciate that. But I'm an asshole at times, and I joke around. I'm silly at times, and You know, and women like that stuff because it bind them to me. They like a little pain sometimes, you know what I'm saying? They like a guy that rough them up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just do this out of the blue. Go over this stuff I mentioned, cultivate it. Figure if you are nobody, figure out who you gonna be out here in this world, man. Like everybody, you learn every day. You learn through movies, commercials, being around people. So it's not like you can't learn something, you know what I'm saying? But just be cautious when you use this stuff, man, because you playing with people's feelings, man. Like, for real. Like, don't just be trying to get women to go crazy and stuff like that for no reason, bro. Don't waste people's time, man. Really get to know her for real if you really like her. Okay, that's all. This video long, man. That's all I'm going to say. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all got any topics y'all want to talk about, put them in the comment section down below. I will get to them. It's Players Mind Mentality, man. I love y'all, man. Stay cool. Peace.